Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yet another week has gone by, and this is Would I Lie to You? The Providence Improv Guild's tribute to the BBC One hit show. And I'm telling you, all the episodes are on YouTube. If you want to see what this show's all about, check it out. We only are on once a week. They have, I'd say, dozens of episodes. Yes, so welcome everybody. This is our Pig's version of the show, and the whole reason we're here is to find out who's telling the truth and who's telling a lie. Our game is played by one team reading a statement that they have just opened from their email, and they are going to read it, and it's either going to be a truth that they submitted ahead of time, or a lie that our producer Peter has made up for them. And the other team needs to guess and find out if that person is telling the truth or a lie. So let's get right into it. As you can see, we're all festive for the Halloween season. So I want to turn it over to our team captains to introduce their team. So the Eat Hot Chip and Lime, Miranda, team captain. Would you introduce yourself and your team?
Yeah, so hi, I'm Miranda. I'm team captain. On my team, we got Bagley and Jaybird. Ooh.
Awesome. And for team Cold Beard and Truth, Sam.
Hello. We are Cold Beer and Truth, made up of Lou and Paul and myself.
Excellent. Well, welcome everybody. We're best of luck to both teams. Our participants, our first player has been randomly drawn, and today we're starting with Jaybird. Wow. Justin.
Hey, Bird.
Here we go. It's an honor. It's an honor, really, to start this night off. Just find my email on my phone.
You got this, Jaybird.
I got this.
That's a lie already.
Yeah. While Jaybird's getting his email up, I just wanted to point out our link down below. If anybody is so inclined, we do accept donations, although they are absolutely not required. If you're so inclined, please go there. But really what we wanted you to do is spread the word. If you enjoyed the show tonight, tell your friends the next time we're on. We love to raise our viewer count and get people aware of the Providence Improv Guild and that sort of thing. So, are you ready, Jaybird?
I am.
Let's do it.
All right. I once accidentally gifted my mom condoms for Christmas.
What brand?
I don't remember.
Sam asking the hard-hitting questions right off.
You have to. Yeah.
How many?
You gotta know the brand.
How many?
Package?
What size of package?
Well, not the package, but how many you count.
Right, gotcha.
I remember like the size too.
Right, I don't remember the size. I think it was 3 different boxes if I remembered correctly.
Like a variety pack?
I don't know. It wasn't a variety pack per se. It was just 3 stylistically different boxes.
What did you think they were? Like when you...
Yeah, what were you intending to do?
Yeah, what was the... Yeah.
Right. So that year for Christmas, I gifted my mom an essential oil heating mechanism. And I thought that the condoms were essential oils.
Okay.
Well, no, but what were you wanting to do with the condoms? Instead of giving them to her, you were going to
blow them up and make balloon animals out of them.
That makes sense.
The intended use of the condoms.
Where did you buy these? Where did you buy them? And I don't know. Tell me what store you bought them. Or
Amazon. That was an Amazon Christmas. I don't use Amazon anymore. Anti-Jeff Bezos.
Whoa, wait a minute. Amazon? You
Amazon
had time to go on Amazon and you were like, these are essential oils. And then you put it, so you had to think about this Jaybird. You had to think about this.
I did.
Or was it like a click now, buy now, like instant?
Right. It was that. Right. So it was like an add-on item, right?
Okay.
So no, it wasn't an add-on. I bought the essential oil mechanism, the heating mechanism.
Okay.
And I
From
thought from Amazon, and I thought I had bought the essential oils that go with them, right?
Okay.
But I didn't. But I bought myself the Christmas gift of condoms, and they were like an organic brand. And because of this, the packaging looked very zen and eco. And I thought for sure that what I got was the essential oils, and I had forgotten that I'd bought myself that gift.
So were you in her presence when she opened this gift?
Sadly, yes.
Uh-huh.
Can
And
you
what do
read
you
it?
had them- you had
Bagley, you're muted.
You had them shipped directly to her, and then
No,
for the opening.
No, I had them shipped to myself.
Okay.
And as I was wrapping her present, I was like, cool, I'm just going to put the essential oil heater in a separate Amazon box, and then just put the what I thought was essential oils in that box with it. And packaged it all up as one gift. And she opened it, and I was really excited for her to open this because it was an essential oil gizmo that she had picked out herself. And the essential oils that I was gifting her was a little extra. But she opened it, and her initial reaction was, what do you think I'm going to use these for? And I was like, to make the good smells that an essential oil gizmo does. And she was like, dude, these are condoms. And yeah, I was mortified.
So you bought the condoms for yourself, said, boy, these were cheaper than I thought. Let's throw mom a little essential oil bonus in her gift.
Were you
possible?
wrapping this blind? Were you like blind?
Yeah, exactly.
No. Remember they looked, I was a little high. They looked like the packaging was zen, like all zen like. And I just thought, I was like, oh, this is for sure what essential oils looks like.
What makes a package zen?
Bamboo, soft, rounded rocks.
I didn't know if it was meditating, just look really calm. Like,
yeah, it's just a picture of somebody meditating on a box of condoms.
That's zen. That's zen packaging.
It's Buddha. It's a picture of Buddha on a box of condoms.
What did you do with, like, were you trying to use condoms later and you accidentally put oil all over yourself, like essential oils?
That's exactly what happened. Yeah. No, I never got the essential oils. It was something I thought because in the moment, like I remember buying it all in one and then forgetting about it immediately. And then when the package came in, I was like, perfect. I'm just gonna wrap it all up like this.
So basically, she never got the essential oils because of your condom mistake. And excuse the pun, so you really stiffed your mom.
Oh, Wooly!
I love it. Yes, I stiffed my mom that year. She got the essential oil heater gizmo, but did not the oils.
But did you eventually send them to her, like the oil?
No, there's no coming back from that. I don't want to remind my mom that this happened between the two of us.
How many years ago is this?
2 or 3.
This is like the adult version of not including batteries for your fancy toy at Christmas. She had but nothing to use it with.
Right, and I couldn't use the condoms after because I haven't had sex since, actually.
That's a smart move. All right, I think we've heard enough. Sam, do you and your team want to confer and just tell us if Jaybird is telling a truth or is that a very disturbing lie?
I think it's a lie. I'm like unless you like package stuff up like without caring, you're just like, okay, I think it's a lie.
Yeah, how incompetent do we think he is? I don't know.
I'm on the fence, you guys. I'm not sure.
It's one of those things where, okay, I can believe it, I can see it, but Do you want to go with lie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Final
All right.
answer, Sam?
I'm gonna go with lie.
All right. Jaybird, was that Zen packaging a truth or was it a lie?
Guys, I gave my mom condoms for Christmas one year.
No.
I've heard the story
No.
before, and it's my favorite story.
I have never wanted something to be true more than that right there. So nice.
Yeah, it was a weird
Sorry,
Christmas.
it was just the details are so fuzzy. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I know. Like,
Yeah.
thanks.
Almost
Alright.
like the
Oh, that's
condoms
okay.
prevented some fun.
Although
Yes.
on the other hand, I'm glad that like Peter didn't make Justin say that on live.
Yeah, that would have been really weird.
that's true. Also, you need to send us a link to that brand.
Yes,
I will.
want
Yeah, I want
I've
to see
got-
that picture.
I've got the
like-
packaging still. I'll get.
Carol,
them.
think of your
I'll show
mom.
you by the end of the. I'll show you.
All right.
So you did use the condoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not. I still have them.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my god. Okay. All right.
Jaybird, if you want to get those up, we can share your screen at some point. So
Okay.
yeah,
I'll
think,
get 'em.
I think the audience wants to see. I will say this: we had a lot of people that thought they're trying to game us and figure out which lies Peter has written. So a lot of people thought that was a Peter style lie. So nice job, with our producer. All right, next up, Lou.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lou.
I was not ready.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay.
She never thought this moment would come.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. I once spent a night in Alaska due to a plane mishap. Yeah.
What was the mishap?
The plane had a problem, so they had to stop.
What? Where in Alaska?
I don't remember where it was because I was a kid. This is like many years ago. But yeah, the gas tank was leaking. They discovered it, and we had to stop. And I had no idea where I was.
So you're a kid and you remember that the gas tank was leaking, but you don't remember where.
No, because I had no knowledge of the geography of Alaska.
Where were you heading? Were you heading to Alaska on purpose?
No. I was I was flying to China.
Alone?
Yeah, I was flying alone.
How old are you?
Let's see, like 9.
And where in China?
I was flying to Shanghai.
What year was it when you were 9?
You're trying to figure out how old I am?
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna tell you that.
It's bonus points for that.
Wait, we could refuse to answer questions? Oh, I can't wait to go.
Lead the fair.
And know that.
Let's
great
just
power.
say that it was the late 90s.
Were you at a window seat?
Yeah, actually, yeah, no, I totally was. Yeah.
How?
Do you remember the airline?
It had to have been like, it was definitely a Chinese airline because, I was flying to China. So, yeah.
I really appreciate how much Lou is excited by her own answers. No,
Certainly.
Yeah.
Lou, had you traveled alone in the past, or was this your first time
Oh,
traveling?
no, that was, yeah. No, it was definitely my first time. And it was, yeah.
Because it was that memorable.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember how you found out that it was a gas leak?
Yeah, this doesn't sound totally crazy, but this is so this is what so what happened was I was flying to China to go see my family, and but like my English was really not good because like I had only just come to America when I was 8, but like my parents couldn't afford to like fly with me because it's like really expensive to fly to China. It's like like $1,000. So they just sent me on a plane to go by myself. And I didn't know English. I couldn't really speak English. Like I didn't know where I was, but they somehow had like they knew this guy. I'm doing a terrible job
That'd be really funny.
telling this story. I'm doing a terrible job telling this story. But they knew a guy who was like, back in the day they had like travel agencies. That was like the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they figured out like some person who was also going to be on that flight, who was like an adult person, and they were just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, keep an eye on her." Wow, he's like flying.
90s.
And so when we stopped, I was like, "Wow, that was like really short flight to China." And then this person was and then there were stewardess, of course, and I understood like the English and like they were making announcements in Chinese. Yeah. So I definitely understood what they were saying. They were like saying there was a problem with the plane and we have to stop. And
Where were you living at the time?
in America, I was living in like the New York area.
And where'd you take off from?
JFK.
Sounds plausible.
That is an
Tracks.
airport in New York.
Faber was gonna be like, if you say LaGuardia, this is a hard lie.
Justin's
Logan.
trying to trip her up, but nope, she knows her very famous airports in New York.
So why were you separated from your family? Why were you like home aloneing through Alaska?
Because I guess like nobody expected that the plane would break down. So when it happened, it was coincidence that I was flying alone, and that just kind of like
your
there's no
answer
way
is-
to know what happened in
So-
Alaska. Like,
So your answer is because China's there. Why did you go to Alaska? Why did you go to China? Because it's there.
Because it's there. That makes sense.
no, I mean, I have family there.
And you were separate from your family because you weren't expecting the plane mishap?
No. No. They were just sending my parents were just sending me to China, to visit. But like this had happened, totally unexpectedly. And like they were super worried. Like they were like on the phone with me and they were like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Like
What kind of phone?
Yeah, what phone?
it was the 90s, you guys. So like payphone, of course.
Payphone in a
Lie.
plane?
No, like in the airport. Payphone in the airport. Yeah.
So you said you spent the night in Alaska.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because I remember this part because because like they told they had to take everyone off the plane, obviously, because they had to repair it. And then they put us all on buses and like took us to like a hotel. And because this is what airlines do. Like when something bad happens, they're like, we're responsible because, it's a contract, right? That you enter into with your customers. So
At least in the 90s, yeah.
exactly.
And so did you have your own hotel room as a 9-year-old traveling alone?
So yeah, I don't know how they decided to. I don't know like how they figured out the logistics. Again, like everything was really like over my head because I was a kid and like it was all like fuzzy. It was like I didn't know English, so it's like I was only getting half the information. So yeah, I ended up staying in the same room as that person from the travel agency who we knew was also going to be on the plane.
Why are the
sounds
90s like this? Why?
How
It's
was
just-
the rights to this not bought and made into a movie? That's the
with,
question.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Any other questions? I think you have plenty of information to deliberate on.
For sure.
So, Miranda, do you want to take your team through?
Okay, team, how are we feeling? I want to get your opinion first, because
This is 100% true. I have a feeling.
Yeah, it has all the feels of a lie, but I think she might be telling the truth in like an unartful way to make it seem like a lie. Is that what you're picking up?
that's
She's trying to
kind-
throw
that's-
us off.
No, that's also kind of the vibe I'm getting. Like, I feel lie, but also I feel like no one would try and like not articulate something to like get it to seem like a lie. Like, I feel like this might be true.
Yeah.
I feel
Like if she was trying to sell it, she would have tried harder to answer some of those questions instead of just being like, I don't know. I'm not sure.
If
You
you
know?
are wrong,
I
she's going to
was
feel
9,
horrible.
you guys. Do you remember stuff when you were 9? Like, it was a long time ago.
Not at all.
I don't know. I feel like if I was like 9-year-old with, well, also it wasn't like a hotel by herself, but like if I was 9 and had a hotel room by myself, I'd remember like, I feel like I would fully pull like fucking Home Alone, Eloise in Paris type thing, where just let me order pizza and like live the dream.
I could tell you from my youth, if I ever was in that situation at 9, Wooly would have 2 words for you: mini bar. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
For sure.
I partied hard at 9 years old. All right, what do we got?
We're gonna go with true, guys.
I think we are.
True. Okay.
Yep.
Final answer. Lou, were you telling the truth or was that a lie?
It's true.
Yeah.
True story.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
So that tells you about the kind of parents that raised me.
I'm talking about how the 90s were.
It
Oh, the
was
90s.
it was truly terrifying. Like I remember a giant because I was small. I remember walking into the hotel like in the lobby with like the bus full of people, and there was this giant stuffed polar bear in the lobby of the hotel, and I was horrified. I was like, where in the world am I? I was like,
Spooky.
That's very common in Alaska.
Yeah.
Stuffed giant polar bears in lobbies. That's
Well, you stumped the audience as well. But I will say this: we have a point on the board. Eat hot chip and lie, 1 point.
oof.
To drink cold beer and truth, 0. So let's go to our next player, Miranda.
Oh,
You're up.
yay! Hold
Well,
on.
all right, while you're looking that up, I am going to say that tomorrow night Pig is putting on the Tales Around the Campfire tomorrow at 8. And join us for our next Would I Lie to You? It looks like it'll probably be on November 19th, but check your social media, and we will be back just before Thanksgiving. So we're excited for that. All right, did I stall enough, Miranda?
Yep, I got it.
All right.
So mine is I once hid illegal drugs in a foosball table.
I mean, who
yeah,
yeah,
hasn't?
you did. Yeah. No.
Where was the foosball table located?
It was in my college dorm. So this happened like my sophomore year of college. It was like right before like I had to go to a show that I was in. It was like our like school musical, and my friend texted me like, "Hey, RAs are roaming in my dorm. I had he had like some like weed out. He's like, I had to throw it out a window. Can you grab it behind my dorm?" I'm like, okay. So I like went and like helped him out and be fine. And so I went to like run it back to like my dorm beforehand. But like I like was low on time, and my dingus brain is like, oh, gotta make sure to be at rehearsal. Not even rehearsal, it was like the show, like gotta be at call time correctly. And so I like ran in and like stuffed it like the first place I could see, which was like the foosball table. And my friend had like had it wrapped in like laundry, like the dryer sheets. So like it didn't smell. And I was like, whoop, whoop. And then like I went out. I was like, I'm just gonna make sure that like once the show's over, I really come back and like deal with it. Cause not a lot of people like use that foosball table. Like people either just like stay in the room or like went to like other things. Like it wasn't really used. So I'm like, no one uses this. What?
Was the weed only in a dryer sheet, or was
Wait,
it?
hold on. Was it weed? Have we established that?
Yeah.
No, we have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we have.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was weed.
it's not
But
bad.
Yeah.
It was
This was,
only in the dryer sheet.
it was in a dryer sheet and then like in a plastic bag.
Okay. Okay.
I agree with Melissa right now. It is classic college.
Yeah, this is definitely true.
Yeah.
What part of the foosball table did you stick it into?
The like goalie area where like the ball goes into when you do it. We're just like blink.
The top part,
Yeah.
like through the goal.
Yeah, through the thing. Just blink.
Why did your friend have to throw it out of the window?
Because
going
RAs were already like roaming through like the halls, and the way that like his dorm was set up is that there's like not a way to like finagle everything. Like if they were like right outside and they were like knocking on different things, so he was like, oh, there's no way. And like the way that his building was set up was that like you like open the window and then there was just like the open space, like they didn't like block it off or anything, and it like dropped down behind a building into like sort of like a woods area, so it's just like blink.
From what story?
It was like I want to say like third or fourth like floor, because the way that the dorm is set up is that it's like there's like pretty much like two sets of stairs, then a floor of dorms, then stairs and dorms, and like so on.
Yeah,
What
definitely.
musical were you going to be in? I'm interested.
It was the 25th annual Putnam County.
Oh, yay! Yeah, good musical.
Wait, what? Which one's this?
The musical that I was doing was the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
The best, yeah.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's very
And
good.
so can you just like I have one more, like I want you to walk me through. So the musical's done, you come back, like you take it out, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Like, of the table. Okay. I guess that's uneventful. I don't know why I asked that question.
Yeah, the one thing was that, like,
Sam really grilling hard. You know, that was like right out of Law and Order. Right out of Law and Order. It was dun dun.
I've been watching too many murder documentaries. And, like, oh.
Not to be a narc or anything, but
not to be a narc.
did you get to smoke the weed that you saved from the
This is a good point.
elements?
Oh yeah, like after I like got it out and everything, I like returned it to my friend, and like that's the weed that like all of us smoked at like the cast party later.
Okay, cool. Police will be there in like 5 minutes, so just hang tight.
In the past.
Did it taste like dryer
It's
sheets?
traveling to the past.
Yeah, did it taste like
It's like dryer sheets. Yeah.
What was the scent? Just do you remember?
lavender?
Probably it was whatever like dryer sheets are like sold in like the small like packs in like the college like store for like people who like need to get dryer sheets quickly.
I mean,
Right.
this is pretty clearly a truth to me.
I am feeling truth too.
If
Truth?
it's not a truth, this is a damn good lie.
It is a damn good lie. All right, I'm going with my team, and
All
I'm
right.
saying truth.
All right, Miranda, let us know. Did the foosball table receive pot that night, or is this a lie?
Oh.
It's a lie.
Oh.
Nothing. Nope. No food.
Hot chips lies. Hot chips lies. Hot chips lies.
Wow.
So
Guys,
that leaves us still no change in score with Eat Hot Chips and Lie with 1
I'm
point,
so bad at this.
and
Well done,
Drink
Miranda.
Cold Beer and Truth
oh
with
man.
no points.
Is the truth
So-
that you let the weed just sit there and you didn't go get it?
Yeah.
The truth was, it was not a foosball table. It was the dressing room at our at the theater. And when we got back, the dressing room was so dank, and everyone was like, "What happened?"
Wait, really? Oh man.
Mm.
What
I
a
just want
cheap
to let you
lie.
know that Peter just laughed so loudly from his office when you said that. I just wanted to let you know.
He's very pleased with himself.
All right. Well,
Mhm.
let's keep going. Where are we? All right. So the next person randomly draw Paul.
Paul,
Paul.
That's you.
somebody better tell him.
Paul.
Hey Paul.
Hey, Paul.
It's your turn.
What? What?
It's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Paul, did you read all the books behind you?
Yeah, I have to read this thing first, though.
All right.
Oh.
I have been dragged down a road by a Ford Ranger.
Is a Ford Ranger a person?
No.
Like a pickup truck?
Yeah. The pickup truck.
Oh.
What kind of road?
Go ahead.
Just the road in front of my house.
Like dirt, cement,
It
spikes.
was, asphalt road in front of my childhood home. Yep.
How did
It wasn't
this
neighborhood.
how did this unfold?
Oh man. So I don't know exactly why, but me and a bunch of friends were in the back of my friend's Ford Ranger.
Yeah.
And we were having a party at my house. I don't know what inspired us to go out to hang out in the back of his truck, but we did. And then he's just sort of a crazy guy, Wyatt. So Wyatt starts just sort of driving down the road a little bit, and the tailgate was down, and we didn't expect the car to be moving at all. We were just sort of hanging out back there, and then he decides to start driving. So he was going slow, it was no big deal. But I was really into parkour at the time. So
Parkour.
Who wasn't though?
What year was this?
I
Who
also
isn't still?
this was
2020.
2006. That was a junior. I was summer after junior year in high school.
Those were the parkour years. I remember those.
Mhm.
That's right.
I was really into parkour. I was also really into Back to the Future, which is I don't know if you remember the part in Back to the Future where he's on a skateboard behind a truck holding on. He does this
I know
several
that
times. Sometimes he's on a hoverboard, but
Yeah.
it's kind of his thing. So
I was gonna say it was foreshadowing
iconic.
for the hoverboard scene.
Exactly. So I had an idea that I would and just hold on as I ran. I didn't have a skateboard or a hoverboard, but I thought I would just hold on as I ran. And I hopped off and then immediately tripped. And instead of letting go like a normal person, I just held on and got dragged for 10 feet on my hand.
Paul, you're frozen on my end, but I'm gonna assume that I'm not on your end. What was the purpose of this party?
Hanging there with my hips dragged.
Oh, those
Oh.
hips don't lie.
Sorry, did I freeze?
You did.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Am I back?
Yep.
Okay.
What was the point of the party?
The point of the party? It was like a going away party. Because me and Wyatt and a few other friends were going to Germany that summer for a school trip.
How old were you?
I would have been just turned 17.
Tell me about Germany.
Germany was a blast. Wyatt was so funny in Germany. He was so crazy. He was kicking around soccer balls high into the air and he just yell. It was hilarious.
Interesting.
We drink a lot of beer,
What? How long was the flight to Germany?
Well, it was certainly longer because I had like a bunch of bruises on my hips, but I think it's like a 7-hour flight.
Interesting.
I mean, from
Bagley,
Kansas City. I was in Kansas City.
Did you get like road rash or was it just like bruises?
It was like some serious like scrapage, like many layers of skin came off of my hips. Yeah.
Oh. How fast was your friend driving over that short period of time?
It was literally like maybe 5 miles per hour. It was not. It was nothing. Which is why I thought I could hang on and run. Slow.
So did the big injury you think come from you tripping and falling, or from the actual dragging after the falling?
Ooh, it's got to be the dragging because I had like bits of asphalt in my hip that I had to then clean out with a lot of bubbly hydrogen peroxide. You know.
So were you like full arms over your head,
Yep.
like hanging onto the tailgate, bouncing off your sides?
Yep. And my friends in the back of the truck were like, "Paul, let go," and I'm like,
And no one was like, "Stop the truck." It was just Paul, let go.
"Yeah, no."
Wow.
But Wyatt didn't know. Wyatt didn't know that he had.
This is fully a scene in the Scooby-Doo movie. Like this happens in the Scooby-Doo movie.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Paul, so you said you were living in Kansas City at the time?
Mm-hmm.
And you said the flight was roughly 7 hours?
Are you doing math?
I swear to God, if Justin pulls up.
So this is a crude drawing of America. And if you see here is Rhode Island, and here is LA, which I've made that flight once before, and that was 6 hours. Now, if I were to duplicate this, it would take like 2 or 3 to get to the back of the page, which is where Germany is.
Are you saying that the world is
Flat.
a flat
But
sheet of paper?
that's not what we're here for.
The Earth is flat.
I think this is a freaking lie, dude.
Wow.
Okay, Galileo.
Geography for the win, I guess. Wow.
I gotta say, there's no direct flights from Kansas City to Germany, so
We've taken a lot longer. than 7 hours.
Bird, did you take in account wind speed and all that good stuff?
All right, so maybe this is true.
Maybe you need to rework it. Maybe.
You know the Earth's rotation. You know which way that's.
That's a thing too, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
also
see-
the aircraft matters.
The lie isn't about Germany.
let me just say the line again.
The lie is about you being dragged.
I have been dragged down a road by a Ford Ranger.
Yeah.
All right, Miranda, I think it's time for your team to deliberate.
Okay, how's everyone feeling about?
He went a little hard on the Back to the Future part, and that's actually really what's got me thinking it might be a lie.
I also feel like I don't know how old. What year was that, Paul?
What year was what?
What year did this happen?
Can you say 06? Like, no.
2006.
2006.
Oh, it was a pretty parkour-y time in history.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But they didn't make
Never
really
stopped,
fast
Paul.
planes.
Parkour
then.
time's still going.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I live parkour life.
Parkour.
Parkour. Though it could very easily be true. I feel like it's a lie. I don't know. What do you think? What do y'all think?
I'm with you, Bagley.
Like, I'm also, like, I'm feeling that it could be true just because I was focusing more on, like, I think up to the part where Germany got involved, it was feeling like true. And
Then my diagram.
Yeah.
diagram.
See, here's the thing, right? We all know Paul. And he's an incredible improviser.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think it's a lie. He's so good.
I'll back you. Let's go lie.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm gonna support my team members and say lie.
Lie. All right. Paul, were you telling the truth or was that a lie?
Sadly, that was the truth.
Oh my god.
I'm that.
God damn it, Germany.
But the diagram.
You need to throw
Yeah.
that diagram in the trash right now.
Yeah, you know
It doesn't
what?
mean anything.
It
Throw
was
it
a
in the
similar fight
trash.
after my connecting fight.
I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed
Oh.
by diagrams.
I also went into like multiple choice answer brain where it was like, there's not going to be another truth. Their team already had
I know.
one.
I do that too. I do that too.
Yeah. Peter's tricky.
Oh no.
I'm not that good at lying. Sorry.
All right. By process of elimination. First of all, no score has changed, so it's still Eat Hot, Chip, and Lie, 1 point to Cold Beer and Truth, 0 points. But Bagley, you are
Me.
up. You are up.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I got into a heated debate with a history teacher over whether or not Civil War photos were touched up to look grosser.
Well,
What
you
grade
were. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. What grade were you in when this happened?
8th grade.
Name of the teacher?
Fuck.
That's a funny name. He must get made fun of a lot.
It was spelled PHOQ, oddly enough.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember his name. I want to say O'Donnell, but I think he was an English teacher.
Which photos are we talking about? Like what Civil War photos specifically?
like the black and white glossies with oh, look how many cloth tourniquets we have on this like obvious child soldier. Like those they were like propaganda photos. You know what I mean? Like there were Civil War photos, but they were still like, look how upsetting this is. We need more of your food and money and shelter.
Were they like tin types? Like tin types? Or like
I don't know
portraits?
that I know what a tin type is.
Did you think that someone from that era was like photoshopping them at that
No,
time?
no. I didn't think
or
they were
after
photoshopping.
the fact.
I thought that they were like you know when someone's like getting interviewed and in between takes someone comes out like powders them up, they like it's like slightly dressed. Like I thought that the photos were like dressed in order to like exaggerate the horror of war in order to like manipulate the people they were showing the photos to.
Where did you see this photo?
I want to say it was in a textbook.
Oh yeah.
Why did it bother you so much?
I was reading like 1984 and stuff at the time and was like, you know, had that crazy idea that our government might be lying to us and manipulating us.
Hey,
I was reading Stephen King when I was like 7. I had bad guidance when it came to book censoring.
Hey, Bagley, we have a few requests for you to repeat your statement.
Okay. I got into a heated debate with a history teacher over whether or not Civil War photos. Oh, a diagram. All right, sorry, I'll start over. I got into a heated debate with a history teacher over whether or not Civil War photos were touched up to look grosser.
So what made the conversation heated? How do you define heated?
I get animated when I disagree with somebody, especially if I feel like I'm being like manipulated. And so I felt like they were showing us the photos to like make us feel a certain way, and I was like irritated. This particular teacher who I admired their classroom, like they let us have open discussions. I feel bad I completely have forgotten their voice identity entirely. But like they would let us get into stuff. Like if we thought something was BS, they would be cool with us being like, "Hey, this is stupid," and they'd be like,
Did he school you and say they weren't? Like imagine setting up like the way they took photos back then. They're like, oh wait, all right, like I don't know, I can't. What did your teacher say?
The teacher was on the other side of it. The teacher thought that I was like I was being a little bit overly paranoid and that I was probably wasting the class's time arguing like a point over a photograph in the chapter. But I was kind of pissed that he wouldn't even acknowledge the possibility that they might have been like touched up in order to have an effect on the audience.
Yeah.
Did any of your classmates chime in into this argument? Did they support either one side?
Good question.
Not during class.
Not
This is
during class?
I would get shit after class if I ever got into an argument with a teacher, which is why I would try not to.
Was this when they were calling you? Were you being called crack at this time? No, that was high school.
No,
right?
no,
Yeah.
no, that was high school. That
I'm
was high
with
school.
you.
Okay. This was pre-crack.
Yeah, this was the pre-crack era.
So I assume did your teacher was he or she like an editor for this textbook or something? That's why you got so mad at them for this photo?
No, I think I got mad at their disagreement with my premise.
Uh-huh.
How dare you disagree with me?
Hey, it was a great premise. And like sitting in the world we live in now, that argument has a lot more, plausibility than it might have then.
I don't know about these propaganda Civil War photos. I think you might have been wrong.
Yeah.
I was probably wrong, but
Were
it was
they-
still stupid that the teacher couldn't admit that I might have been a little bit right. Like I could have.
No, go ahead. I want you to keep
Nope.
being passionate.
No, I don't want to. I gotta.
I was gonna say, were they for the North or the South? Like what?
If it was propaganda, what was it trying to achieve with the propaganda?
What's your argument?
I mean, I assume at the time it was like a support the war effort, donate this and that to the army, let us fight wars in your area and stop complaining if you get. I don't know.
No, I'm sorry. I just don't know if that happened for the Civil War. I don't know.
I believe they weren't. I don't think they were called photographs at the time. I think they were like mimeographs.
They were tintypes. I own them. I own them.
Yeah, I don't think they had photographs really at the time. So the whole premise of
cabinet card. I don't know. Like this is now. I'm like questioning every antique I own now. Like, is everything
Do you
alive?
add extra gore to the tintype?
Huh? What?
Do you add extra gore to your tintypes?
Yes, I do. Afterwards, I draw some stuff on them for my own pleasure. But
that's art.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. Like,
it's not like you're not saying people were touching up the photos. You're saying people were staging war scenes for the photo.
Like wounds being overdressed, like the photos being manipulated, basically, not being like cosmetically altered after the fact. Because I don't even think 13-year-old me knew that was a thing that could be done.
See, the thing is, right now we're getting sidetracked because it's not whether or not the photographs were for. It's like whether or not Bagley was like. No, I was going there.
Because this was 1995.
I'm sickened by this. I just am, and It's like, do we believe Bagley had this argument with his
1995, and he was in 8th grade.
Yeah, it's 13.
I mean, this seems like a thing that a young James would do.
Yes, I agree with that, like 100%. Even if he was just trying to be funny and stuff, like.
Yeah, or just
contrarian.
Yeah, contrarian.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know. What do you guys think?
This also feels like a weird one to make up for somebody else.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard other lies that Peter created. It's like heated argument about. I feel like that's a Peter phrase.
I had an argument.
Like heated argument. Like I feel like
heated argument.
No, because I remember now. Because the last time I was in a show, Miranda had a lie that was like, I got into a heated argument about a piece of antique furniture. That was a lie.
But what if he reworded it? What if he reworded it to trick? You know what I mean? We can't trust him.
He could have seen Bagley's statement here and then transferred some verbiage over, like it inspired him.
We should just have a game show. It's like, would Pete write this?
Yes.
Just,
Peter, write this.
All right.
all
So I
right,
don't want
all
to
right.
put any undue pressure on you.
No, but
But you want to
if
put
you get this right, if you get this right, it's a tie score, and we have to go to sudden death.
We're not
My
going to get it
heart-
right. Don't say that.
Well, I have to. It's my job.
okay.
I don't know. I'm thinking truth, but because I think truth, it's probably a lie.
I think it's a lie.
Oh my
I think
God.
I'm gonna go
Well,
with
it's up to you, Sam. You got to break this tie.
No. No. Okay. All right. God.
Yes, commune.
God.
All right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say truth.
Going with
You're
true. Going with true. And I was wrong. We still have one more round. So I wasn't even doing my job right.
Eat hot chip and
so-
lie.
Bagley, was it true, or were you lying?
Lie.
Wow, well
I
done.
knew
You were
it.
right. You were right.
Wow.
I'm divorcing Pete like tonight.
Heated argument, you guys. Telling you, that's a Peter phrase.
Oh my God. He's been called out.
Yes, Peter, I've discovered your little secret.
Oh my God. I'm sweating.
Also,
Wow.
now Lou's just not going to be allowed on the game anymore.
I love it.
You're
2 games in a
metagaming
row,
too much.
Bagley. I've left sweating because of Bagley's story. Like, remember last time I was like having hot flashes? I'm like,
I'm sorry.
so unsettling. Oh, anyway.
All right. Well,
I guess that leaves me.
That means Sam, you're up. You're the last
Oh,
one today.
God. All right.
So there's no way for us to win. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, there's always hope, but
So this is just for fun. This is for
I don't
fun.
know. If Justin,
Oh,
could
one
you
sec.
draw up a diagram to show how they could win? The
Yeah.
path to winning.
Wooly, I was going to say the same thing. I was going to be like, Jaybird can draw you guys winning.
I want to see the path to our victory.
Yes.
All right. You ready?
Well, you see, here's a map of America, and if you right here's LA, and here's the path.
Does it go through Germany?
Or Alaska.
You want to cut through Alaska into China, but like then you get to Germany.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Mhm.
A vet recommended I give my cat more exercise by letting it loose at the basketball court and letting it chase the basketball mice.
What do you mean basketball
The
mice?
basketball mice?
What do you mean basketball mice?
Yeah, what do you mean basketball mice?
Okay, ready? All right.
You guys don't know about basketball?
I briefly had a cat when we were in New York. We lived in Queens. Briefly, like, because I'm allergic. We're both allergic to cats, but our roommate, like, we had one for a little bit until we had to, like, get rid of it. We didn't kill him or anything. It was whatever.
Did you kill the cat?
No. It's okay. Anyway, like, are you gonna ask me questions or do you want me to just like tell the story?
Oh yeah, tell the story.
All right. Gosh. All right. So in New York, like if anyone, well, I don't know, in Queens, there's a lot of like quack doctors. I learned this later. And so we brought this freaking cat to the vet, and it was my roommate Eric's, really. It was his cat, but he lived with us. And we brought him to the vet, and he was like really fat. And this guy, he had like, I think he called. Oh my God. Okay. So the guy was Greek because in Queens there's a lot of like, I know that I didn't kill the cat. Is that what the real truth or lie? No.
So
Paul
we had
left.
2 votes. We gotta vote if the like basketball mice one is a lie, and if
Or if I killed the no. Okay. And so the guy. Don't show that to me.
Please don't kill my cat.
I won't kill your cat. So we went to the vet, and like the guy was Greek. It was like in Queens, so there's like a large Greek population, and like it was a little old guy, and we're like, okay, like we didn't think the cat was fat. It was just a routine freaking exam, and the doctor was like, your cat's overweight, and then we're like, okay, like what? And so he said, go. I can't do a Greek accent, but he was like, go to the basketball court, and they're basketball mice. He chased the basketball mice. And I was like, I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, the mice that live on the basketball court. And I go, so you're telling me to like set my cat loose to chase? He just meant mice that like live on the. It was bad advice. My truth does not say I actually did it. So I'm opening the floor to questions, comments.
What jerseys were these mice wearing?
They were wearing like little, like just like little like cute, like they made it. It was very. Wait, I didn't see the comment. That seemed like it was funny.
Becca was saying the cat is chased. Yeah, there it is.
I'm sweating. Okay. So no, so we let the cat loose. We ended up doing it, and it was just an amazing sight. Like it was like out of a movie, right? There's like these cute mice, like in Cinderella made little vests. Like they made it themselves. That sounds like the worst thing. Whenever it was in Queens. Like I got a lot. Like I could go into a million stories of bad advice I got from doctors there. But yeah, they weren't wearing jerseys. I never actually let the cat out on the basketball court. But it was a beautiful idea, right?
Wow.
Yeah. I love it.
I love it. I believe this. If it means
What neighborhood
anything.
in Queens were you in?
Astoria. I lived on Steinway Street.
Oh, that's where the Steinway factory is.
Yeah.
I've been there. I took a tour.
That's a
It's
huge
a-
coincidence.
Oh, did you see the basketball mice?
Yeah, Lou, did you see the courts at all?
Of course, you can't miss them.
I don't know if the guy was like joking, no, but I think he was serious because like
What was the cat recovery plan? Like, let your cat loose in a place where it could chase things, and then
if it
Seriously.
if it comes back, it comes back. If it doesn't,
it wasn't meant to be.
He dies.
You have to set it
If
free.
he dies,
not by my hand.
Oh my god.
I love this.
Yeah, were like the mice like running around the like court in general, or were they like hiding under like bleachers or something? Your cat had to like run under bleachers. Like,
Well,
yeah.
It was, they were like, you know, they were scared. Like I said, I'm assuming that they would be scared. Like Pete's writing a screenplay for this. He's writing a screenplay as like, you know, about this experience.
Wait, I have a question. How did you find this vet?
Oh, freaking Google. Why?
Google let you down here.
I Googled. I was like vets in Queens, and
can you read the
Wait, is
statement?
there a meowing? Do I hear
What?
meowing?
Yeah, that's the ghost of your cat.
no, not
Spooky Halloween episode.
The statement is, I'll say it again, a vet recommended, keyword, I give my cat more exercise by letting it loose on the basketball court and letting it chase the basketball mice.
I mean, I totally believe this, but here's a path to your victory, just so you know.
Okay, can you
That's a
like,
soccer play.
can we zoom in on that? Oh man, if only where were you when this happened? We could have had a nice victory.
And now you got to go from here all the way around and then get there.
Oh, wow.
All right.
So,
Yeah, so anyway, guys, I wish I could tell you I saw mice with jerseys on, but it wasn't that magical. New York isn't that.
God.
Bible goes to hardcore drugs.
Oh, yeah, but
so this is
Alright.
the truth. I believe it to be the truth.
Miranda, let's confer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving me truth energy. Just
Getting
because,
truth vibes.
yep.
All
Yeah.
right, so you're
Also
going.
because basketball mice seems like a Sam phrase and not a Peter phrase.
Also, Sam's defending herself hard, and I appreciate the fact that you didn't kill your cat.
Guys, I would say unfriend me right now tonight if you thought I really did. Would be awful.
Also, I feel like Sam starts sweating more when she's trying to convince us of like the truth as opposed to like trying to lie. But I feel like this is a very truth response.
Yeah.
Good
So-
point.
So you're going with true? Final answer?
Yep.
Sam, was that the truth or were you telling a lie?
That was a lie.
Oh! You still win. Nice.
I know. I had to double check if it was a lie though. I was like, wait, oh no, that didn't happen. That really, I was like,
You
Wow.
lied so
Lie.
well you convinced yourself it was the truth. Now that is
Wow.
an expert player. That is good.
I really
Well
wish it did happen.
That's
though.
method lying.
Yeah, that was
That was
Well, everyone, it looks like that Eat Hot Chips and Lie is this week's winner. With 1 point over
Bravo,
Cold Beer
bravo.
Truth 0.
Well
So-
done.
Yeah,
well
so thanks everybody for this week's game. Again, tune in tomorrow night for the Campfire Tales at 8 p.m. on...
Are those condoms?
Where's the condom?
Hold on.
Wait.
hold on.
You don't have them?
Whoa.
Let's game
Where's
condoms.
Yeah.
Where's the
Show
Zen?
us the
how are they
Zen.
looking?
Show
How are they Zen? Oh,
Oh,
no.
Dude, I thought those were
Oh,
essential
no.
oils.
Oh my god.
Right? Don't they look
Oh
like
my God.
oils?
I didn't realize
Yeah.
it was the package of the actual
I
condom
am
itself. I
just-
thought it was the box.
Well, it's the box had the.
Yeah,
Thing in it.
yeah.
Sorry, Mom. Still.
That tracks.
Still.
That tracks. All right.
Pretty
So,
much.
I want to thank both our teams tonight. You guys were wonderful. Woo! And also thank our producer Peter for putting all the hard work and getting those lies written and making everybody look good tonight. We again tomorrow night, Campfire Tales, 8 p.m. on the same streams you're on now. And Would I Lie to You returns in November. So thanks everybody. Have a great and spooky Halloween.
Heated Halloween.
And remember to
Yeah.
vote.
Heated Halloween.
Don't forget to vote.
Let's go.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks.